Hi, my name's Tim Clark. I'm a director at Harrison Clark Chartered Surveyors, and in this video we will be exploring how long a dilapidations claim will take to settle. Businesses hate uncertainty, and it comes as no surprise that business owners and directors want to minimise periods of uncertainty. One area of uncertainty can come at the end of a lease when a dilapidation settlement is being negotiated. Until a claim is finalised, businesses may need to make financial provision for a claim, meaning that these funds are locked up and cannot be used for further investment. You might know this dilemma as opportunity cost. Dilapidations is a term to describe disrepair or other non-compliances with the lease, and many firms will accrue for dilapidations across the course of a lease, while others will contemplate dilapidations works right at the end of their lease. Others will ignore them until the lease is ended and a hefty landlord claim has landed on their doorstep. About a year, or maybe 18 months prior to the end of your business's lease, you should ask a specialist dilapidations surveyor to provide advice on how best to leave your property. Your dilapidations surveyor may advise you to complete some work to allow you to comply with lease requirements. While you won't normally have a year's worth of surveyor involvement before lease end, these timescales can help you to procure construction work in good time if required, and more importantly, can help you to plan your move into the new premises in good time to allow these works to take place. Remember, once your lease is over, you will lose the right to access the building, so won't be able to complete works yourself. Your surveyor might advise you to complete some work and negotiate some of the claim. In this instance, the dilapidations claim will also overrun lease end, and you may need to make financial provision for a settlement. If your landlord is organised, they will send you a schedule of dilapidations well before your lease ends, detailing the work they believe is required under the lease. If you decide not to complete all of the work, or decide to complete no work at all, you can start negotiating a financial settlement with your landlord at any time, whether before or after lease end. Normally though, this negotiation period starts in earnest once the lease has concluded and all disrepairs known and understood. In exceptional cases, dilapidation settlements can be negotiated in a matter of weeks by the landlords and tenants' surveyors. More commonly though, this period of negotiation will last a few months. You should bank on at least 3 months of negotiation, but should be aware that much of this will be awaiting the other surveyor's response, so don't worry about being charged stacks of fees during this time. Some more complex claims can take years to negotiate. When this is the case, it brings opportunity cost, as mentioned earlier in this video. When the process takes such a long time, you should discuss your business requirements with your dilapidation surveyor, as it may mean that paying more to settle your dilapidations liability quickly can allow you to benefit from opportunities elsewhere that you might not otherwise have the confidence to pursue if you needed to keep funds in reserve. While counterintuitive, occasionally paying more for a dilapidation settlement can be less costly in the long run. As soon as you receive a dilapidations claim, you should speak to a specialist dilapidations surveyor who will discuss all aspects of dilapidations claims with you, including likely timescales. Many different factors will come into play, including the landlord's attitude and that of their surveyor, the likelihood that the claim might be superseded in part or in whole by future events, or whether or not the landlord intends to complete building work after the tenant has left. All of these factors will affect the time a dilapidation settlement will take to negotiate, and your surveyor will work with you to plan the best outcome for you. Many businesses only experience the dilapidations claim very infrequently, so it is not surprising that often businesses are left confused by the dilapidations process and its requirements. As with anything complex, businesses would be well advised to take professional advice rather than listening to their mate down the pub, who is also an expert in Brexit, horse racing and the Kardashians. To discuss your matter with a true dilapidations specialist, contact Harrison Clark Chartered Surveyors on 02381 550051. We look forward to working with you to help finalise your dilapidations claim economically and in a way which suits you and your business.